Today's courtroom hearing takes an unexpected turn when Mr. Taylor repeatedly argues that his case should be dismissed because he was simply trying to reach a local market. As the judge tries to explain the difference between a traffic stop and the charges actually before the court, Taylor insists that crossing the restricted bus lane was necessary and that everything that happened afterward should be thrown out. The judge ultimately addresses his concerns, warns him about representing himself, and makes a decision on his release. Stay until the end, because the judge gives Mr. Taylor one very important warning before ordering his release on a signature bond.
Mr. Bagley, help you here today or not. It's up to you.
I have a question. You're in the third lane, right here. There's three lanes. There's the bus lane, the red one. You know, everybody has that.
Mr. Taylor, this is
You're driving. Wait, he's sitting me. Shut up for a second.
My advice to you is
You let me talk. Okay? There's three lanes. Two, the bus lane. Kelly's Market's right there. I'm going to Kelly's Market. I gotta cross over that lane to get there. How do you not do that?
Well, I don't know. And I don't know what that has to do with the case just yet because I didn't get quite that far.
Okay.
But let's just make sure that Mr. Taylor has a copy of the complaint. Looks like he's holding that in his hand. Mr. Taylor, is the address on Luann Lane the best one to use for you for mail?
Yes.
Okay, great. Thank you. So I should just find out, do we know whether he would qualify for a public defender if he wanted?
I have no information on that.
Okay. So he's here and he'll help you today if you want that. If you want to represent yourself, that's your right. I have no problems with that.
Mr. Taylor, I'm happy to help you if you want to help yourself.
I know that you guys just get people into more in time, and I didn't do anything wrong here, so I feel that I can help myself.
Okay. Well, I mean, I'm not going to try to talk you into or out of anything, but a person who's innocent is probably a person who even more needs a lawyer to help represent their interests in a lot of ways. But we'll sort through that. If at some point you change your mind, he'll be here. And you always are free to hire a lawyer later on or get in touch with the public defender's office. Not a problem. Do you have a position regarding bail on this?
Signature bond and the standard conditions.
It's resisting.
Yes.
I feel that it should be thrown out.
Okay. And is that a motion to dismiss the complaint? And if so, what are the grounds?
I had to go to Kelly's Market, and it all started from me crossing that bus thing or whatever. But how am I supposed to get there if I don't go over it? It's right there. I'm in these lanes, but it's right there. I gotta go over that to get to Kelly's Market.
Okay.
And I felt that the officer was a little hot-headed. He was kind of nice at the end, but it didn't have to go on like that.
All right. And I suppose both parties have access to the complaint. The complaint suggests that he was originally pulled over for driving in a restricted lane and for speeding. So I get why that's sort of.
And he didn't cite me for speeding either, so.
Great. Okay, but what's charged in the complaint is what's alleged to have happened after all that. But state of anything more it wants to add regarding bail?
Not regarding bail. If you need me to respond to if there's a formal probable cause challenge to the complaint, I'm happy to respond, but nothing more to add in regards to bail.
Okay. And Mr. Taylor, did you want to add anything regarding either bail or your request that the complaint be dismissed?
You request us dismissed. I guess you were a little hot-headed, and I guess I was too, but how am I supposed to get over to Kelly's Market through that bus thing? Can somebody tell me that? I mean, there's two lanes, the bus. I'm going that way to Kelly's Market. Is there another way I'm supposed to do it? Honestly.
Well, so for today's purposes, I'm more concerned about what's alleged to have happened after you were stopped. And I don't want you to necessarily say anything about that because I don't want you to say something that could get used against you later on.
I know, but that wouldn't happen if I didn't cross over that. How can we not look at that either? I don't understand.
Okay. And is there anything about either your background or your ties to the community or anything like that that would support my allowing you to be released on a signature bond?
I'm a nice guy. I'm good with everybody. Everybody likes me.
Appreciate that.
Yeah.
Thank you for that.
And I'm not a bad guy.
All right. And I'm just taking a little bit closer look at the complaint.
And honestly, if that happened again, I don't know what to do unless you tell me what to do on that. But not supposed to turn to get to Kelly's Market over the bus stand? I mean, it's right there. That's why I say it should be thrown out. This is petty and a waste of the state's money and time.
Mr. Taylor. Okay, so, and the state's still supportive of a signature bond? Yep. The ESA does recommend a signature bond. It says he doesn't have any prior failures to appear in the last couple of years. So that's to his credit. Well, I'm going to order a signature bond. I go along with the joint request on that. Mr. Taylor, I think the state did you a solid on that. I'm not sure I would have set a signature bond in this case if the state hadn't asked for it. This is all of the stuff that happens during the stop is pretty concerning from a bail perspective and appearance perspective. Whether you're right or wrong about the reasons you got stopped, that's not an issue that's in front of us here. If you got some kind of traffic ticket for that, you have the right to contest that, of course. In court is where you contest that stuff, not on the side of the road here. Well, give it a shot. I hope it works. You know, you don't have a bad history of making court. You said you're a nice guy. I'll take you in, at your word on that. I'll order the signature bond. We're going to have a bond form for you to sign here next door. And do yourself a favor. If you want to be released, sign the bond form. Don't put rights reservations clauses on it or UCC codes or any of that kind of stuff. If you do, the jail's not going to release you. It doesn't make any sense. Don't do it. Just don't play that game. Good luck to you. That's right, sir. Very good. Next is Josario.
In the end, the judge granted Mr. Taylor a signature bond, allowing him to be released while the case continues. But the judge made one thing very clear. Disputes about the traffic stop must be handled in court, not on the side of the road. She also warned Taylor not to add unusual legal clauses or UCC references to his bond paperwork, because doing so could prevent his release. What do you think about the judge's decision and the way she handled Mr. Taylor's arguments?